Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and RB Leipzig have defeated Freiburg 3-1 and in a convincing way as well, and they have gone at the top of the Bundesliga table. Only for tonight, maybe, because Bayern Munich are playing tomorrow, but for tonight, they are the best team in the country. So let's go ahead and talk about the game. It was the sort of game that I think a lot of people expected to be. It was second versus third, two teams who are really good going attacking wise, and they like to play open football, and they like to take the game to their opponents, and it was like that. It was such a fun game to watch. The way that both these teams went at it. If you are watching a football match and you have you're selecting a certain football games to watch over the weekend, and then you select a game, you would hope that the game turns out like this. It was such a good match to watch, and the way that Freiburg went ahead and they took the lead, and they were the team that started more brightly as compared to Leipzig. They created like 3 chances in the first 10 to 12 minutes, and one of them ended up being a goal. They took the lead, they took the game to, and they were the away side. I thought it was going to be a very close game. I think I went for a draw in my predictions, and Freiburg, they went ahead and they took the lead. It was a very a smart way of playing, that the way that they did, and they put Leipzig under pressure. But I would say a fair play to Leipzig. They did not buckle down under that pressure, especially going behind early on in the game, being at home, and they knew that they were the team that everybody expected and everybody wanted to lose because of their position, and they knew how important this game was, and they fought back in the game. After that, a goal went in. It was an end-to-end stuff the entire game. It was a total of I think Leipzig created about 15-16 chances in that game. Freiburg, they created about 12 chances in the game, 9 shots on target for them. For Leipzig, a 7th on target for Freiburg. So it was a very open game. Both teams went in, and then in the second half, that's basically when the game. Just before halftime, Leipzig, they equalize, and then in the second half they go ahead and they score the second goal, and then quickly, it is the way that they scored the game, they scored the goals, and after that the way that they played, in the second half it just felt, you could see that the difference in the two teams. I mean, Freiburg have been really good this season. They're outperforming and they're exceeding expectations till now, but in that second half you could see the difference between them and RB Leipzig, and I think the way that Leipzig came out in that second half, and the way that they controlled the game, even though Freiburg had majority of the ball, but you could just feel it, and you could just sense it that Leipzig just let them have it, and they play to their advantage. They let them have the ball, and they continue to hit them on the counter attacks, and Freiburg were not really able to deal with them. All 3 of their goals came through counter attack, so that just shows you how good Leipzig were, and they have been very good this season. It has become sort of one of the their biggest strength has become those counter attacks, where they just change the game in an instant, and again it worked wonders for them today as well. They scored 2 or 3 goals, as I said, 3 goals from those counter attacks, and the thing that really impresses me about Leipzig this season is like they are not really stopping. Even though they were 3-1 up, they still kept going. Like, it is not you see sometimes team, they get these type of leagues, especially that they got the second goal around in the 73rd 72nd minute mark. You would assume that the manager and the team and the players, they will just sat back, they will try to control the game, calm everything down, and you just finish it, get to those 90 minutes to see the game out. But Leipzig, they are not really doing that this year, and they are even though they were 3-1 up, they still kept on going. I think that is a very good strategy, because you should never give in, and you should not give your opponent any sniff to to come back in the game when especially a team like Freiburg, who have been really good, and they were really good in this game. I'm not saying like they did not play that bad. It was just that when they consider, and I think the fair thing to say is that when when Leipzig took the lead, Freiburg, that they just threw kitchen sink at it. They knew that they had to get the equalizer, and that really helped. Again, it helped Leipzig, because this left so many open spaces at the back, Freiburg, and it became very easy for Leipzig to exploit them. Even when they equalized, that's why that first goal was very important. The timing of that first goal was very important as well. If they don't score at that time, I think Freiburg don't react it like that, but they score score, they get that opening, and they go into the dressing room, into the second half with a lot more confidence, and they what with the team with momentum, and they come out and they just played a great game of football. They, as I said now before, they are now at the top of the Bundesliga table. They have to wait for Bayern Munich games, Bayern Munich's game, and like everybody expects Bayern Munich to win. They are going away to Holstein, and I have went for a 5-0 win for Bayern Munich. So that's that's how a one-sided game I think that it is gonna be, and I think Leipzig know it as well. The players know it, the fans know it, but they would be really happy to be at the top of the table. They are still undefeated. They are still before this weekend started. They are still with the same points as a Bayern, so they are doing really good, and they would hope that it continues, and they would pray that a miracle happens, that somehow Bayern drop points tomorrow. But we'll see what happens. Freiburg, on the other hand, they have been really good. Like, they are exceeding expectations. They are outperforming. I thought that they were going to finish 8th. That was my prediction before the season started. But they are really punching above their weight. And I would still say it doesn't matter if they lost today, because the points the teams from 1st to 10th, they are so close. So they, even though they lost today, it might not be that bad, especially with the other results that have till now that have happened. Like Dortmund have lost, so for sure they are not overtaking them. Leverkusen are playing next I think in about a half an hour and in 1 hour. So we'll see how they are gonna do. And then of course Bayern Munich are playing later on as well, and you have other teams playing. Frankfurt are playing tomorrow as well. So you will see what happens. But I think Freiburg might end up still being in the top 4 come at the end of the weekend. And as I said before, performance wise, I think they played really good. I cannot fault anything in their performance. They went at it. They took the game to Leipzig. They scored the early lead. The only thing they would be a bit disappointed is that conceding at that time, because they let their concentration drop for a little moment, and they paid the price for it. And a second half, like again, they had to go out and get that goal because they wanted to win it. And that's another positive thing for Freiburg, that they are not setting for a draw. They're not when Leipzig started to attack, they responded. They punch for punch, they went at it, and it was a very good game of football. They ended up losing that game, but as I said, it was not that much of a big deal. And I think they are gonna make a comeback, because that's what they are doing. It is it has been a special season for them till now, and I think it is gonna continue. It is a minor blip, but I think they are going to be back next week. But we'll see what happens. At the moment, today they just lost the game to a very good side, so I think they can accept that, in my opinion. And that is it for me in this video. Let me know what you guys thought of the game. Leipzig fan, you are the #1 team in the country at the moment, and how are you feeling about this season? How are you feeling tonight and about the game? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 400 subscribers before the month of October ends. I know it's a big task, about 120 subscribers to get in about 7 days. It's a big task, but we hope we are able to achieve it. So please go ahead and subscribe. Until next time, bye bye.